Hello, welcome back. Today I'd like to talk about Zora because it's been discussed quite a bit on crypto Twitter. Not sure if in other news too, but I would like to give an overview of what Zora is because until I saw all these tweets about it, I actually didn't really know it existed. I've seen especially base people post about it, but that was about it. So I kind of would like to explain what Zora is and kind of give my opinion about it because it's been quite a controversial topic. Yeah, let's get started. So Zora is essentially an L2 chain, like Base. And there is not too much to it, actually. When you go to the docs and you see it's fairly simple, the Zora network is an L2. It's built on the OP stack as Base is. And they have been focusing on NFTs especially. That's why I probably mentioned NFT cost, even though it's actually not that cheap, in my opinion, 50 cents. So Base is actually much cheaper. And it's supposed to be fast, but I think Base Chain probably beats Zora quite in that regard because otherwise they wouldn't have launched coins on Base directly. So we're going to talk about that a little bit later. So yeah, it's an L2, built on OP stack, so as Base is. And they've actually launched today their token. So they've raised 60 million in several seed rounds, and they launched their token today. So you can actually see it on CoinMarketCap. It's been kind of just been going down. Likely these people that got in early through the ICO, they are dumping their tokens. It's kind of expected, but I mean, it's only been out for 2 hours, so we'll see where this goes. So currently it's at 2 cents, and yeah, we'll see. It was actually launched on Base, as you can see. It's a Base contract. That's what I mentioned. Zora itself had just one purpose, but I think it's more about what Zora is building than rather than the chain itself. So why has it been in the news? Well, Zora has been building these social platforms, and they actually started with a platform where every post is an NFT. Now they changed it, so every post is an ERC20 token. So yeah, originally they had it such that whatever you post with an image and description, title, it would be a NFT that people could mint, and that way the proceeds from these mints would go directly to the creator. So the goal was to offer a better alternative for creators so they can monetize their content. Now, they recently switched that up, and now every post becomes a token on Base Chain. And it's been in the news so much because Jesse Pollack, you actually see here a post about him. Jesse Pollack, who is posting a lot about Base, and Base itself, I believe, like Base is everyone. You see, this is their account. They launched their own tokens/posts, and people obviously went in with wrong expectations, I guess. And so what is the purpose of this? So I listened to an interview with Jesse Pollack where he kind of described his vision for this platform. The idea is to shift the perception or expectations from the meme coin community to a content creator centered perspective, which he thinks that the ERC20 tokens should be viewed as a technology and not a speculative vehicle. It should be just a technology that can power social media and content creation and allow the monetization of that content. However, I have reservations about it because the way it's set up. So the ERC20 token that's launched for each post is actually launched on Base Chain, and it's directly launched into a Uniswap v3 pool, And so it's instantly tradable. 1% goes to the creator of the token supply. There is 1 billion tokens each, and 10 million go to the creator. That's just standard how these post/tokens are launched. And they're calling them coins. So I'm not happy about this terminology, but whatever, just call them coining. So yeah, so what I think is the problem here is that they're using a established DeFi platform that's used heavily for traders and financial products. And then they're taking this content creation idea and they merge the two. Now, if you're using a DeFi platform, obviously you will have traders, you will have bots, you will have snipers, and you have people that speculate on these tokens. They might not even know what the token is about. And so the idea of removing the perspective of this speculative financial asset from the content creation this way is very difficult. I think what they should have done is to have their own trading platform so they can kind of separate what people are trading these coins. So yeah, a little bit more about how these tokens should help the creator to monetize their content. So when you click on one of these, let's do the Zora hat. So I can just sign up, and it's actually very easy. It's walking you through, I'm sorry, this is just loading very slowly. It just, yeah, you create an account. It's very straightforward. You just have a wallet. And then let's see if I get another one with an image. It's the base one. Here we go. Yeah, you create an account. It walks you through. It's fairly simple. You can verify with Twitter or Discord or whatever. And yeah, then you can very easily create a post. So I can just click on this. I upload an image. I add a subscription. And the moment I post it, it launches a token. And here's the token on base chain. The token has the name is the title. And then it creates a ticker from it. And then you can add some text. And usually you have an image. So what's unique to this ERC20 token, while it's pretty standard, is that you have metadata that can be updated later. And it has basically, it has some functions that NFTs have. So it's called the contract URI or metadata that you can store on IPFS, and you can update the link to that metadata. So you can later change things. As the owner, you can change it. So yeah, then you can see the moment it's launched, it's tradable. As I said, it's deployed to a Uniswap V3 pool. 10 million go to the creator. You would see your holdings here. You see now the market, that's the V3 pool. The creator has now 33%. So they probably bought up their own token as well. They kind of had to because of all the controversy, I guess. And yeah, there is 7.7% still in the pool, and then the rest is other holders. Now, through buy and selling through the Zora platform actually allows you to trade it without any annoying token approvals, which is pretty neat. And also they're taking some trading fees on this platform as well. And 50% of the trading fee goes to the creator of the token, which that's the monetization part. Secondly, they have also, so as you may know, Uniswap V3 pools, they accumulate liquidity pool fees as well. So also 50% of that goes to the creator. And obviously the creator can buy, they get the 1% initially, and they can buy the token as well. So where the controversy comes in, I think, is that people that have been in the meme coin space, they know, first of all, there is no way that, so to get enough trading fees, so this is truly benefiting the creator, is very hard. So I've been seeing Jesse posting about Zora is to basically you can make a living on Zora by posting your content on there. Well, I have a lot of reservations about that because I know from running a project and seeing other projects, it's a lot of work that is required to get high volumes. Often high volumes also come from volume bots, market makers, and you need it to be traded. So there it's kind of the paradox, like, or the disconnect, right? They want to kind of take out the speculative trading part from the content, like from the tokens, to make it creator focused, but the monetization itself relies on the trading. So that's why I don't quite understand it. I feel like there is an issue that you can't really resolve. So yeah, and also we've seen posts, coins being launched and been heavily sniped, so that they didn't, implement some bot or snipe protection. That's again, like if they had their own platform or you could only trade them through this Zora platform, I think that would be a completely different thing. But as soon as you connect it to Uniswap, you basically in the meme coin slash trading slash whatever. It's DeFi, fair game, right? And then I think it's very hard for a creator to keep the focus on the content and not to the speculative part of the post. So that is kind of my 2 cents on it. I do think the idea itself is cool because the owner can so the token can have multiple owners. So if I create a post or a coin, then I can add other owners because I want them to receive fees as well. You can also set the reward payout address. So if you want your creation to benefit someone else, you can configure that. And you also have referral rewards. So in addition to the creator rewards, you can also have referrers that can basically share the link to your creation or content, and they can earn fees in return of like promoting it. Cool ideas. I just think that the people will see this still as tokens and not posts. That's what I expect. And what I think the issue is here, like I'm sure there are people that become very popular in this platform, or they already are, and they're starting to launch or post on Zora. And they obviously, like, because they have a large following, a lot of influence, they'll get their tokens to trade at high volumes, and they're going to make a lot of money. Well, that's not very different from what we have so far. We have big accounts on X, we have big accounts on YouTube. They can easily make a living on there. It's the smaller accounts that hardly can monetize, even though they're putting a lot of effort and time into their content. And I think that is really the issue. That's why I do think it would have been, like, I still like actually the idea they had before. So if you launch the content first as an NFT, people mint your content, the fees go directly to you without any cuts or whatever, or you do just a small percentage. And then after you have enough mints, the token will be launched. I think that's a little bit a better concept, in my opinion, but we'll see where it will go. What I just wanted to show you real quick. So this idea of creator coins is actually not very new. So Focus, another decentralized social platform on DeSo, has something similar. It's just a little bit set up a bit differently. So you can, so this is my account on Focus. Please, yeah, that's which looks actually very similar to X. It's very well done, in my opinion. There's just too many DeSo people on here still, so they need a lot of more diverse users to make it adopt more people. But yeah, then you can basically go to trade, and there is a launch pad, and they have the trading platform Open Fund, which is really specific to DSO, and you can easily just launch a token for your profile. So I like that a little bit better. So I can go here to trade on Open Fund, and then you'll see it's like a really neat trading platform for creator coins. I think they have two different like categories, where it's more like meme coin and more creator coins, so you can distinguish the two, which is fairly neat. So, but what they also have is when I go to here to my feed, also what's super awesome is you can format your posts however you want, which is really great. Well, so you first has likes, which are weighted based on your balance that you have in the wallet that is connected to your account. So you basically liking it more, like I think the cap is at 1K, so you don't have more weight than 1K, but basically it's weighted by the balance. But not sure if I like that in particular. I don't think it's really relevant. But yeah, what you can do is like you can give diamonds, so it's basically tips, and they're paid in focus, which is their token, as you can see here, the focus token. I think this concept makes more sense to me, that you have a creator coin that is specific to the creator themselves. People can speculate about their performance in the future. It can give some additional revenue if they're successful over time. But then you're rewarding the creator specifically with tips, and the proceeds go directly to the creator. I think that's a much better concept in my opinion. But I mean, yeah, we're innovating. The industry is very young, so I'm sure there are a lot more that that people come up with. So yeah, this is my 2 cents on it. That's the overview of what Zora is. It's essentially an L2, but they launched this platform where posts become coins on Base, and you can coin your content, and you can earn trading fees. And obviously, if your token price increases, you can sell your tokens and make money that way too. But that is also the controversial part where everybody is unhappy with, because that's the problem we have in meme coin, that teams just dump their tokens onto their users or holders, and people get just wrecked. So yeah, this is Zora. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like. Also, if you want to see more videos like this, please leave me a comment, and I'll see you back in a little bit. Take care.